Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome founder and CEO of Learn Crypto Fast, Colin Andrews.
All right. All right, how y'all doing? Excellent, good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, all right. Wonderful, my name is Colin Andrews, and I'm super thrilled to be here and to be speaking to all of you today. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna talk about how to actually get in, how to buy and sell crypto, and some of the best practices that I've found. LearnCryptoFast.com is an education platform community that helps people get in. Put your first $100 in, how to protect yourself, how to increase profits, reduce risk. And so it's a pleasure to bring people in to this new game, because for me personally, I was so confused, and I just went over, I ended up opening up a Coinbase account, but because I was so frustrated and trying to figure out, I'm like, take my ID, why can't I upload it? And just having these issues. Have any of you also experienced some of these things? Just frustrating, right? So we're gonna talk about some of the different tips and tricks and things that I've learned throughout my experience going through this, so that we can help you get the best start. And so all the folks that stood up, first of all, everybody is new at this at some point. Everybody is the last person to get into crypto at some point, right? So before I talk about the how, what I want to talk about is the why, okay? So what we're going to be covering today is just why now is a great time to be involved in crypto. We're going to talk about buying your first Bitcoin. We're going to talk about getting set up on exchanges, and we're going to talk about how to safely store it. And so these type of things is what allows you as a cryptocurrency investor to get in and to have a good experience. Because frankly, if people get in and they lose their tokens, they buy bad trades, they buy tokens that we're in some type of pump and dump scam group, and people have a bad experience. People get in and they have a bad taste in their mouth, and then they tell everybody else, that whole Bitcoin thing, it doesn't work. Just a big old Ponzi, because they didn't have the right education to start with. So that's what we want to make sure is everyone gets off on the right foot and understand why it is and how big it is today. This is one of my favorite slides that I've ever seen when it deals with cryptocurrency. And the reason why is because it shows how incredibly small cryptocurrency is in the grand scheme of things. Take a look at this. So if you take a look, and this, the graph is a little bit old, but what it means, it stays the same. And so when you look at it, with the whole market cap right now being under $400 billion for all of cryptocurrency, and you take a look at other markets, other industries, other assets that are smaller or that are larger than crypto, you're like, wow, this is just getting going. Take a look, with Amazon, $400 billion. We're talking about one US company on one stock exchange, on the US stock exchange. One business, folks. So we're talking about all of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and the over 1,500 other currencies, and you put them all together, and it's still smaller than Microsoft, than Amazon. Apple is nearly twice as much as the entire market cap for cryptocurrency. And so when you look at this, it shows that this is really just getting going. We right now are in between the innovators and the early adopter stage. The fact that all of you are sitting here in this room right now means that you are getting ahead of this trend way before the majority of people. And I've been living in Medellin, Colombia, the last 4.5 years. Absolutely love it. And even in South America, it's starting to catch on, but it's nowhere as near popular as it is in the States. It's just getting going. We're just scratching the surface with this. This is another really cool graph that I found, and it talks about how quick technology is adopted and how much faster throughout time technology continues to increase. When you look at how long it took for the telephone to get started and then to be adopted as high as it did, it took years. When you look at the TV, these different things. And then when you look at the very end, when you take a look at smartphones and you look at microwaves and digital cameras and how fast the adoption rate goes, it shows how quickly something like cryptocurrency can really become a part of our society, how fast it can be adopted. So let's actually talk about the how now. Now, let me get a sign of hands again. How many of you never bought any type of crypto before? Raise your hands again. And then how many of you just have Bitcoin, Ethereum? You have a couple, but you haven't really dug into it heavy. Let me see that. Let me see those hands. Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's jump on this. So the easiest way to get Bitcoin is to get on an exchange that allows you to take fiat or currency and be able to change it into Bitcoin. Okay, the two that I use, and some people have negative experiences. Some people, I don't like it. Everyone has their own opinion. So these are some of the things that have worked for me and for the folks that we teach. Coinbase is by far the most popular, well-known. There are some very good benefits to it. One of the things, obviously, U.S. citizens are able to use it. Also, you can do just quick and easy buys. It's very simple. Automated purchases as well. You can actually set it up. So instead of trying to I'm going to time the market perfectly, you can actually set up with dollar cost averaging, meaning that you're buying on a weekly or a monthly basis. And if you don't do it on an automated way, I recommend, no matter where you're at with your cryptocurrency career, I recommend every single week. When it's going up, I buy. When it's going down, I buy. So I'm not trying to perfect I'm going to get in at the exact right time, because we never know when the right time is. So to be able to go and buy when it's up, buy when it's going down, you have the ability to get in and have a very good experience with crypto, because you're getting in over a period of time, as opposed to just saying, I'm going to get in all right now and cross my fingers. So I'm a big fan of dollar cost averaging, and it's also one of the safest exchanges as well. So that's what you do to just get in, to get verified. This is another site that I really recommend to folks that are in the States for getting your fiat into Bitcoin. Okay, Bitflyer, it's a Japanese company, and they work with U.S. Residents. So one of the nice things about this, fast verification, okay? A lot of these places are just getting slammed by people trying to get on, and it breaks, or they just don't accept new people. They've done a really good job of being able to allow folks to get in, and they've been able to scale up their platform pretty well. You can also transfer using a U.S. bank. But if for some other reason, and whether it's just with your bank or for whatever reason you're having challenges, there's also another option as well. And this is called local Bitcoins. Okay, local Bitcoins, it's almost like a Craigslist for crypto. And so what happens is people go and they say, okay, I'm interested in buying X amount of Bitcoin at X price, or I'm interested in selling X amount of Bitcoin at X price. And within the local community, if you're traveling or in the place where you live, what you can do is connect with a buyer or seller, and you actually have an escrow program that keeps your crypto or your money protected, so that you don't get the crypto until the buyer gets your cash. And so it's a way for you to be able to interact, get crypto, and use a system that can get you in and out of crypto. These are all over the world. I've done this in Colombia. I've done this in Thailand. It's really cool to actually be on vacation. I recommend all of you to do it, is to say, you know what, I'm going to pay for this whole trip just through crypto and just doing it through local people in the area. For me, if I don't want to, I can go to any city, and with my hardware wallet, with my ledger where I keep my a good chunk of crypto on, I can go and get currency wherever I'm at in the world. And it's really exciting that, you don't have to, the whole declare like the $10,000, these type of things that you don't have to worry about, like I'm gonna be bringing gold coins over the border, or other types of ways that beforehand, that's how you would take value with you. So it's a really cool way to get in and out of Bitcoin. Also, ask a friend. A lot of people are willing to get you started. I've gotten multiple people started in Bitcoin just because people say, hey, I'd like to buy a couple $100. And so I also encourage you, if you do have Bitcoin, help people out, help people get started. If they, having issues with their bank account, be like, hey, you know what, no problem. PayPal me $100. I'll get you your first Bitcoin. We'll get you set up. So help people out, take the initiative. The only way that this thing is gonna work is that if people like us, and it's kind of like what Caleb said, we can't all just be speaking amongst ourselves, the people that have already drank the crypto Kool-Aid. Think about the person that got you in. If they didn't speak to you and they didn't take that time, you're like, okay, I'm going to talk to this knucklehead that doesn't know anything about it and try to tell him that, explain what it is, and that's not a Ponzi, and da-da-da. Sometimes you almost just want to, I'm not even going to worry about it. Like, I'm not even going to deal with it. We get jaded sometimes, say, okay, this is how someone's going to feel. I'm not going to, help people out, or I'm not going to take that extra couple minutes to explain crypto. And that's really doing a disservice to not only your friends or your family, but to the entire industry as a whole. All right, so after you get set up, Coinbase or Bitflyer, you get you set up, you need 2 more accounts at a minimum, I would say. The first one is Bittrex, okay? So what Bittrex does, and they're actually getting into the fiat game, meaning that you're gonna be able to transfer dollars into Bitcoin. However, what this one is most used for is after you have your Bitcoin. So after you transfer your fiat, your dollars, your Canadian dollars, whatever it is, you change it into Bitcoin, then Bitcoin is what I call almost, it's like the gateway crypto drug, okay? You need to get into Bitcoin in order to get into any of the other 1,500 currencies, okay? One of the most exciting things about crypto is that there's so many different cool use cases and problems that these different cryptos are tackling that Bitcoin hasn't or can't or won't be able to do. One of them being salt lending. How many of you got some salt? Raise your hand. All right, excellent. Can we actually give a big round of applause to all the folks with salt? Caleb, Sean, Dan, all you guys. Do you guys know how hard it is to put together an event? It's no joke, but if you think an event is hard putting together a currency, creating your own currency, and then not only that, creating a currency in one of the most highly regulated and scrutinized industries in the galaxy, lending. You know how challenging that is? So these guys did an awesome job with it. I have been a part of Salt as an investor since day one, and I am just beyond thrilled with what I've been able to see them do and accomplish. So I want to give a definite shout out to Salt for absolutely crushing it. So why Bittrex? First, it's secure. Second, easy to use. Liquidity. There's a lot of people using it. So if you want to get in and out, Bittrex is great for that, and it has over 270 different alts, which if you're not familiar, that means altcoin or alternative coin, which is anything other than Bitcoin. All right, so that's how you get set up. You get on there, get your emails. The next one is Binance, okay? Binance is the other exchange. These, and why get multiple exchanges? Well, because some tokens aren't on all the exchanges. So they might be on Binance, but then they're not on Bittrex. With crypto is when you have the Bitcoin in a wallet on an exchange, you don't actually control the private keys. The exchange does. In order to truly have power and control of your crypto, you have to have it in cold storage as opposed to having it onto an exchange. You only want to have your crypto on an exchange when you're buying something, okay? If you're not buying something, if you're not using that crypto to trade it for something else, then you want to take it offline, okay? You want to take it out of your hot wallet. Cold storage is the way to go. So you want to think long-term and safely store your crypto assets in a cold wallet. So let's kind of talk about those. So the first one is a desktop, online, or mobile. Desktop is a wallet that is installed on your PC or laptop. They're accessible from a single computer, and in which the software you downloaded it on. So when you log in, you jump on it just like you would log into a bank account. And the desktop wallet offers one of the most secure ways of storing your crypto. But if it gets hacked by a virus, there is also a potential that you can lose your holdings as well. So what do I use for a desktop wallet? My favorite is Exodus. And Exodus has multiple coins that you can use to store it. Exodus has a very nice functionality, and it allows you to also exchange from one crypto to another through shapeshift. So for instance, if I have Bitcoin and Salt on Exodus and I want to exchange it for other different types of tokens, I can use my Exodus wallet, and through a program called Shapeshift, you can actually take it from one exchange or buy or sell what it is that you want to buy or sell right through Exodus. So it's a very cool way that you can use, that you can get started. That's where you go to find it. That's what it looks like. So you can have the send or receive. If you hit receive, it's going to give you a list of letters and numbers, which is going to be your public address. And if you want to send it, then you just put in what address that you want to send it to. All right, so one of the nice things about Exodus, it has a built-in exchange, like I mentioned. And so this is a example of how that works. So you can put in, okay, I want to change 4 Bitcoin Cash for Salt. And so you can use it as an exchange as well. It makes it simple. Now, you don't have to do that. You can go to Bittrex, Binance, any of these different types of exchanges and do it there as well. However, this is a simple and easy way to get in and out of tokens and to do it quickly. There's I think right now, about 15, 20 that are on Exodus that you can use. All right, so online. These wallets are run on the cloud and are accessible from any computing device, okay? The idea with online wallets, easy accessibility, but they also are prone to attacks by phishing, hacks, and other hackers, other things that these folks are going to do, okay? For me, my favorite online wallet is My Ether Wallet. My Ether Wallet, and this allows you to store any type of ERC20 tokens, okay? And that means any type of tokens that are on and being used by the Ethereum blockchain. So My Ether Wallet, that's how you go through it. So mobile wallets that run on an application on your phone, through that. And these are the safest that you could go. You could go through, transact crypto on that. Here are some of the different wallets that you can use online. Mycelium, Coinbase, blockchain. Also hardware wallets. These are some different ways that you can use a ledger or a Trezor to go through that. It offers better security on that. As well, that's an example of one of those. I recommend one of these big time. It's a very, very safe way to use and to secure your crypto, okay? Paper wallets as well. They also provide a lot of security, and essentially what you're doing is holding or using your private keys and storing them on a paper wallet where you can actually, literally write it down or print it out and have that all taken care of. So that's the paper wallet. Those are all. So that's kind of an example of what the paper wallet looks like. If you have a large amount, you want to have multiple wallets. You don't want to put all of your information on one wallet, okay? So now that you have an idea of how to buy crypto and interact, Next thing you gotta do is take action, all right? There's two different types of folks. You can be lazy Larry, or you can be take action Tom, all right? Are you guys gonna be take action Tom? Raise your hands. Or take action Tamara. We gotta keep it real for the ladies as well. We love seeing you guys in it. This is not a guys-only sport. Get in the game. Ladies, I commend all of you for being here, all the ladies that are in attendance, and we need more ladies. There's too many dudes at these conferences. No offense to you guys. All right, so what are you going to do? Go out there, respond to the materials. As I mentioned, we have an education platform. We have a community. We do group ICO group buys. So I have tokens or hedge fund guys that are coming to me and say, hey, Colin, I have $2 million allocation for a friends and family round. We're doing 200% bonus. You'll get X amount of additional tokens for jumping on it. And so because of this community that we've built, we have folks that are now coming up to us and saying, hey, we want to raise X amount of money. We want to raise this money before we launch out to our whole ICO. Colin, can you help us raise some of this cash? And so we'd love to have you guys a part of our community. I created a 7-day trial where you can go into our program. You can check it out. You can open up the hood, see what it is that we're all about. So I created a special link. I encourage all of you guys to go there, okay? It's learncryptofast.com/Denver. I'm going to keep this up for 24 hours. After 24 hours, I'm taking this link down. So if you guys want to be a part of the community, we have over 50 hours of education. I have coaches that know exactly what to do, what not to do. They've been doing this for 3-4 years. They know way more than I do. And so it'll allow you to continue your education and also be a part of a community of people that truly care about the success of other people. So I hope to see you in the Learn Crypto Fast community, and I hope you guys absolutely crush it in 2018 with crypto. I'm Colin Andrews. Thank you very much.